What's up, guys? Welcome back. Amazing RC. Brian here, and today I have a very special video for you guys. Some of you may know that amongst some of the things that I enjoy doing, RC cars and such, I do dig Hot Wheels. I collect Hot Wheels. They're good and cheap. They're fun to collect, and I had always wanted to get into customizing Hot Wheels. Now, I've had a little video of my STI here where I did a basic wheel swap, kind of tapped the screw, and that's where it all started. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. Then I got my little Honda Civic done. That one video is kind of these two cars right here. You know, I wanted to customize them to sell them. You know, I'm on this Mercari app. It's kind of like eBay. Some of you may have heard about it already. I've sold some things on there, some RC car stuff, knickknacks and whatnot. The first car that I listed was my Honda Civic. Now, this one didn't have a box to it or anything. I just did a basic wheel swap, did some really cool rare stickers on it, some old decals I had from my RC days. Threw this on there, I think 15 bucks I put it on there for. I backed it down $1, I think I had it on there now for 11 bucks. You gotta think, it's $1 for the car itself, it's $5 for a premium car, rip the wheels out of it, and then of course my time. Now this car only took me about an hour to make. And then I got into my third car, which was this Chevy Gasser right here. Now this, I've actually, as you can tell, put back into the package. There's a whole way to do that. Basically, take some acetone or nail polish remover, kind of get to the back of the card, and you can remove the little blister pack, the little bubble off of it. And if you do it right, you won't damage the card or minimally damage the card. Then you can put the car back in the card when you're done customizing it. Now, this car was a little different. I had pulled the car out of the card, nice undamaged card, and then when I was taking the car apart to put my really cool real rider's wheels on there, I noticed that it just had a lot of chrome, and it was really cool, you know, putting the wheels on there, which took some serious custom work all by itself. This car took an hour. This car took like 7, 8, maybe 9 hours. I wasn't really keeping in touch, but it was over like 3 days, you know, with all the customization. And I mean, I had to hack the chassis to bits. I had to hack the inner chassis part, you know, where it has the seats connected to it and the engine and the exhaust, just to get the wheels to go on there. The wheels came out of this really cool Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles big wagon, big goofy wagon. They did not fit the Gasser. They fit the Gasser, you know, visually, but it took a lot of work to get those on there. But I noticed a ton of chrome, and I thought, man, it'd be cool to jazz up this chrome a bit. And it hit me, man, I've got teeny tiny little paint brushes, and I've got some really cool acrylic paints I had from, God, those paints are probably 8, 9, almost 10 years old now. I don't even remember what I got them for, but I got some really awesome colors. I got gloss black, flat black, olive green, all kinds of cool colors. It was colors with metal flakes. I probably got 20, 25 different little colors, little teeny tiny little bottles for models. I started shaking them up and stirring them and got them all back to normal. And I thought, man, I'm going to try to jazz this car up a bit. So I got a couple little teeny tiny little paint brushes and I went to town. First I hit with some gloss black and then some matte black and some red and some gold. And I thought, man, I'll tell you, this little engine's starting to turn out pretty good. I toned down the exhaust a bit with that olive green, which kind of matched the car. And then I thought, man, there should be a bolt pattern on top of here, or maybe some spark plugs or something. So I actually took toothpicks. I had these little teeny tiny toothpicks because the brush wasn't going to do it. I mean, keep in mind, I'm under a magnifying glass because it's so tiny. This engine is smaller than a dime. So, I mean, this is really tiny stuff that we're working with here. And, I mean, my eyes are okay, but I mean, this is really tiny. So I'm in here with this big magnifying glass and a toothpick, and I'm doing spark plug tops. I mean, it just, I think it came out really, really good. I mean, the Civic, cool. STI, cool. This, next level. So I get the engine done, and I get the exhaust done, and I'm like, man, who has a chrome interior? You can't even really see the interior from the outside of the car, but I painted it anyway. I threw on two-tone matte black seats, so now they actually look like racing seats with matte black cushions on them like they would look. I toned down the rear a little bit with some olive green and, some black in the back, did some accents, painted the steering wheel so it actually looks like a steering wheel now, because whoever buys this, they might want to take it out of the package. I think most will leave it in there, but they might want to take it out. If they do, that car runs just as good as any other Hot Wheels. It is tuned. I mean, like I said, I gave it complete, perfect room for those big fatty fats in the back. If you can't tell, I'm pretty proud of this one. So then, after painting all of the secondary interior chassis portion, I actually gave it some taillights. I painted the license plate on it, and then, because this is the second car, this was my first test car. This was the first car that I did in my series of cars. So if you actually pull the screw on the bottom here and get inside this car, it is marked and signed ARC-001. Well, this is ARC-002, and it's signed in two different places. First is the license plate, just in case you take the car out and lose the card. On the license plate, I've got two single strokes. That's 2 for 002. Second in the series, 1, 2. The second place it's signed is actually on the card itself, which I thought was really cool because I did it in the olive green that I painted the exhaust. And inside the card, it's actually marked ARC-002 painted with a toothpick. And I just, to me, as a collector of Hot Wheels, this is freaking cool, man. It took a while. Then I had to get it back in the package, okay? So now here I am with my Gorilla Glue and yet another toothpick, because you could overdo the glue. And I'm sitting there and I'm putting little tiny little swirls of Gorilla Glue on there, and I had to weight it down and make sure that the card was pressed, and it's in there good. Card's on there good. I'm happy with it. Very happy with it. So what this video was supposed to be is I was going to offer it to you, my best friends of my RC world. If anybody wanted to purchase this little car, it would probably cost you about $32, $3, $4 after all of it, was said and done. Mercari has to take their piece, plus there's taxes and then shipping. I put the car on for $25. I would get about $22.50 after Mercari takes their little bit of money. You would end up spending, like I said, around $32 with the shipping and all of that. $4 for shipping. It didn't make it to you guys. I listed it last night and it sold this morning. I actually had 40 or 50 views on it. A couple people had it in their liked file for the $25. And I was really worried. I'm thinking, man, I just don't want to give it away for $10. This one I wanted $15 for. It made it all the way down to like $11 or $10 and it wasn't selling. The gentleman that bought this car actually wrote me a message and said, hey, how much for the Gasser and the Civic together? And I thought, ooh, okay, that's cool. How about this? How about $30? I'll give you the Gasser, the Civic, and I'll throw in a mystery car, and I won't even tell you what it is until you get it. But it will be rival to the Civic. Absolutely no problem. Please make it happen. And for the $30 sale, he gets all 3 cars. And I tell you, I am tickled as pink can be. It's just gratification. It's confirmation that what I'm doing is cool. And not just cool to me, but cool to somebody else. And I'm so freaked out about it. I mean, I'm not going to retire painting Hot Wheels cars, but I'm going to paint more Hot Wheels cars. So, with that said, I've got two candidates for 003. And seeing as how I didn't give you guys an opportunity to buy this car, because that's the best way I got right now to support my channel. Sure, we monetize, but I mean, that's what, $100 every 2 months now? This is a cool way to make a few bucks and to share with my peoples. So, 003, guys, help me out here. We've got this big goofy Bel Air all jacked up, and what makes this car cool for a cool candidate to paint is it's got some cool bits on it that you can actually paint. A lot of these aren't going to be able to be painted. I'm not big on stripping the paint. Maybe later on, that's the thing. People strip the paint off the car and then spray it with something. I got a bunch of paints up here. I could do that too. But for now, I like to do something that other people aren't doing, and that's painting the little bits. This car actually has it's got no glass in it. On the back dash, it's got a spare tire. That can be painted. The seats are black. Those can be painted. It's got some suspension bits, lights on top, lights in the front that are black. Those can be painted. It's got no taillights. Those can be painted. So this, and of course, real riders wheels. That's a tough one to say. Those can be swapped out. I got some killer real riders. I got a few premium cars that are ready to be blasted apart like this one here. This one's got some really cool wheels on it. This is going to go on a Corvette that I've got. But this is candidate number 1 for 003. And then we've got another Bel Air here. This one's more of your standard custom Bel Airs. You know, get some nice real riders on it. And there's a couple bits that can be painted on here as well. The interior can be painted. I don't believe it's got taillights. Taillights can be painted. License plate can be painted. It's got headlights painted already, but man, this is a really nice car as well. So help me out, guys. 003. Let me know what you guys think. We've got 2 Bel Airs to choose from here. I'm kind of on a Bel Air kick, I guess. I really want stuff to paint, to be honest with you, because I've never painted anything tiny before, and this was the most enjoyable experience I've had with Hot Wheels ever. I mean, it was just, especially selling the car to somebody who really wants the car. Just made it all full circle. So help me out, guys. Comment section is yours. Comment section is yours on this as well. I gotta get this thing packed up and get it in the mail this morning. They are expecting this car ASAP. Very excited. And I'll tell you how the sale goes once it's done. I'll tell you what their reaction is once they get this car. I will have more RC videos. You guys know I like customizing stuff. So our little die-cast Bronco here. Guys, Hot Wheels, man. Hook your boy up. Tell me what you think. Till next time, it's Brian. Amazing RC / Hot Wheels customization shop. I'll get you guys another video real soon.